Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome to episode 15 of our Hutan Pantai series. I'm very excited to have you with me today. I'm just pulling our harvester over to, what do we got here, field 24. And we got a bunch. Let's just go into, this is a pretty easy mode. We've got a bunch of canola to harvest today. So at the end of last episode, I had bought this new field right here, which is field 6, I believe. And it was covered in wheat, so we cut that wheat off. And this field actually needed plowing, so the only thing I kind of did off camera is I went and plowed this field. I also wasn't paying attention and drove one of the trucks through our field here, so there's that. But we got this canola field is ready to harvest as well, so it's going to be a big episode of harvesting canola. I'm going to set a worker on, well, no field found. She's right there by. Okay, I'm going to set a worker to, to do that field just now. And then I guess the other thing I did when I was off camera is I went to the store and I picked up 6 bags of fertilizer. We still got quite a bit of seed kicking there. But yeah, I like having fertilizer around here. I was running low. And it's just nice having it, and you can go grab. Another thing I gotta figure out, let's just check here real quick. There's one thing I didn't look at is when are we gonna sell the wheat? January. Okay. Okay, what else? Seeds? I don't really want to sell that in January. That is the rice oil. Canola oil is in December. Yeah, I knew all that. I knew that. Okay. But yeah, I want to go down and I want to fertilize. I want to fertilize the wheat field that I just harvested, which would be field 6. I'm almost positive it's field 6. I want to get that fertilized, at least one stage of fertilizer, because I don't think there's anything. Well, it's plowed, so I don't think, there's anything on it just yet. Also, I think that the field that we're harvesting right now, the canola one, is our largest canola field. It almost doesn't seem like it, but from the yields, if I jump out, I think this one actually you get the most out of. It seems weird because it's like these are such longer, but they're so narrow and yeah. But that being said, that's a pretty good size field too. But so we'll get this field done first. Actually, this is what I wanted to do as well too. I wanted to see what the field state is after we harvest. Okay, so this is just weeds growing. Which isn't too bad. I was wondering if these would need to be plowed, but because what I kind of want to do, I kind of was just toying with it, is getting a little bit of a bigger cultivator, just leasing one to cultivate these fields at the end of it, because that other one works fine, but it's just a lot of, it's such a small implement, and we can get a decent one. I'll just show you quick here. We'll just show you which one I was kind of looking at. Cultivators. It is this guy? Yeah. It only requires 190 horse and it's 7.5 meters wide, which we have this one right now, which is 4, but this could be a good one. We wouldn't have to get a new tractor or anything. I mean, these ones you need big horsepower to run them. 320. It's 260. Interesting. That's a good deal for a 9-meter cultivator, and you only need 260 horse. Not too bad. These ones, yeah, 600 horse. 110. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. If we didn't have to plow any of these fields, I had to plow this one, but now I like to just set a worker to do this fertilizing because it's just it's more efficient, the actual fertilizer. I start I get my patterns going all screwed up, and yeah, I probably waste a lot more. Let's hop over. I want to pull this truck around, kind of get him set up, and then that being said, I want to fire this guy up, and even if we do get another cultivator, I still will probably, yeah, I'll still probably use ours. Why not, right? Help everything go by a little bit quicker. So we might as well hook onto this guy and head down to that field. but I'm pretty excited. The only thing I don't really know is what field we're gonna work to buy next. I think it'll be kind of down at the bottom of the hill. I think. I also kind of want to play it by ear and just see what like grows on fields over the next, like what the AI puts on these fields over the next little bit, because like one thing that worked out good with field 32 was that it just happened to be a canola field right when we were kind of looking to buy new fields, which is just a bit lucky. Yeah, I drove through there with the truck. I get like driving around and then my phone buzzed and I like look down at my phone and I'm like, wait, who texted me? And then I look up and I'm like, oh no, I'm in the field. Like, jeez Louise. All right, let's see how much grain's in this. Okay, 24%. So we still got a bit of time here. This guy goes a little bit further. So we're episode 15, which is like where I roughly in my mind I was thinking about 35 episodes for this part of this series, and then we would head off to a new map and do the lottery series, which just if any of you haven't heard it before, I'll just give you the short and long of it real quick. Basically, the second part of this series, so we're going to make as much money as we can in about 30 to 35 episodes, and then we're going to go to a new map. And on that new map, like, we're going to take our money and we're going to start an operation. But it's going to be an operation that's kind of left up to chance. Rather than, like, us, you know, oh, maybe I'll do this, maybe I'll do barley and stuff. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go, the very first episode of that series will be us on a map, and then I'm going to go online and we're going to use, like, the random wheel spin website where we can plug in a bunch of different variables, spin the wheel, and we're going to kind of just use that wheel to dictate just about everything that we do. The economic difficulty that the map's going to be on, if we're playing with weeds on, if we're playing with field stones on, lime on, all that stuff. I definitely will have like crop destruction on. I think we'll always have. I'll definitely put plowing on, but we can kind of roll the dice on a bunch of other ones. And then we're also going to like roll the dice on what our main crop is going to be, you know. I'm just going to spin the wheel, and whatever that wheel says it's going to be, we're going to have to try and build an operation around that. I don't want to say I've been kind of going back and forth, but basically I thought about we'll do two like main crops. Like I was thinking we would have one main crop and then kind of like a secondary one, kind of like how we're doing on this one where we got canola and rice. I guess there's one's not really any more main than the other, but yeah, like roughly two crops, maybe one, because if we get like, I don't know, like who knows what we could end up doing. We could end up doing like grapes and potatoes or something. Like I have no idea what it's going to be, so it'll be a bit of strategy trying to figure out how to make the best operation with whatever we get from the wheel. Now, I was also kind of thinking in that map what would be fun is if we did stuff like where I was going to put like a wheel with like a bunch of money on it as to like the cost of things. So if I want to use, let's say, like the lumberjack mod, okay, like how much money do I have to pay before I can use the lumberjack mod? So I'll like spin the wheel and it's like it lands on like a 50 grand or something. Like, okay, well, until I pay the price of 50 grand, I can't use that mod. Or there aren't any auto load trailers out yet for mods that I've seen, but I know they'll be coming. So like put that on the wheel, like how much money do I have to like pay, like as like a fee. Like if I want to use an auto load trailer, like what do I gotta pay for a fee? And then maybe I'll spin the wheel and it'll get like a lucky one of like 10 grand. Oh, okay. Once I pay 10 grand, but maybe there'll be like 100 grand or like a $250,000 bill on the wheel. Like, yeah, if you want to use super strength, you got to pay this much money before you're allowed to use it. Same thing with like loans and I don't know. I'll kind of just make it up as I go a little bit with how we're gonna do loans and stuff. One rule I like with loans is that you can't use AI workers when you have a loan. That's kind of like a rule I had in FS22, and then it's the same rule in this map. If I take out any loans, I'm not allowed to use the AI workers. I kind of like that as just like a little, you know, That way, if you want to take out a loan, it's fine, but it comes with a bit of a penalty to make it a bit harder, which I like. And then, so we'll do that on that series, which will be about another, I'm thinking like 30 to 35 episodes. And it'll all lead to the final map where we try to make as much money as we can on map 2. And we take all that money and we go to the third map where we try to build a really, really big operation. And I don't know if that one would be some sort of a, we could do elements of a lottery on that. We could do some elements of more role play, but I want to, finish it off where we've worked a few maps, tried to save up as much money as we can, go into that map with like a good chunk of coin and try to make like, I don't know, 10 or 50 million bucks or something. We can decide on that. And if that's about a 30-part episode, it'll mean the whole series is roughly around 100 episodes. It's kind of what I've been planning to and working towards. Okay, I think just for good luck while I'm sitting around here, I'm going to jump over. Okay, so this guy is done doing what he's got to do. Let's pull him off. Actually, okay, yeah, we're 50% fertilized. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure of that. Like, ideally, I would like to buy this field right here next. Field number 1. Ideally. But right now, there's peas on it. Yeah, there's peas on it. Like, so, I mean, even if we bought it, which I think we can... Can we afford it? I'd be like, barely. Yes, we could afford it. But then there's peas on it. And then we'd have to rent the pea harvester. I don't think this field's worth the money, to be honest. I mean, these are like the exact same amount of money. This is more money, and this field's so much bigger. Well, it seems so much bigger. They're actually probably quite comparable since this is so narrow. I don't know. This one doesn't seem worth it. This one's kind of worth it. This one's... Nah. I don't know. I don't know just yet. I think I still want to turn 32 into a big rice field and buy field 1 and turn that into canola. But I think what I'll do is I'll just wait and see what that field will end up being. Like, what I mean, like, is whatever the AI workers put on it next go round, like after this growing season, because in the fall and stuff it'll be cultivated and something new will go on it in the spring. And I mean, even if it's not exactly what we want, I think that's probably when we'll get it. And just whatever, if there's carrots or something on there, we'll figure out a way to get it harvested and get it dealt with. I think, though, too, real quick, what I might do is swap these tractors. I'm trying not to drive over the field here. Oh. Just because this gray tractor is less horsepower than this green tractor, and that means it might as well be hauling around the fertilizer spreader, and then we can hook the cultivator to this other one. Hook the cultivator to it because now what percentage is this fertilized? Yeah, 0. Okay, so it'll be the same thing. We'll go through, we'll cultivate it, we'll get the we'll cultivate it, we'll get the fertilizer down on it. We'll have to get the weeds off it and all that stuff. Oh, that's pretty easy. So let's... This guy's getting 75% full. I think what we'll probably do is we'll just pop under, we'll get the pipe. Yeah, we'll get a grain dump out of this when it spins around here. I don't know if it's doing, if it's on up downs or what pattern it's on now. Okay. What I might do too... Well, I don't really know. Like, yeah, I want to go get that cultivator, but... I think I'll just kind of slowly get this grain off this field. Let's take a load. We'll take this load right up real quick, and we'll go dump it in the production facility, because there's no canola in there. And it might as well be doing something while it's doing nothing, you know what I mean? don't really think... I mean, I could get a new cultivator. That would be kind of nice. I don't want to buy anything, though. It's just so much easier to lease. Like, I really come down to the... Like, if we're going to do, like, 30 episodes, it's so hard to justify buying any of the pieces of equipment. Because, like, even if it's, like, $2,000 to rent it... Well, I guess, I mean, like, if you had it, if you use it... I use it, like, once in a while. Like, so if it's, like, $2,000 to rent the thing, like, you spend 50 on it to buy. I don't know if we'd actually use it enough times to justify buying it, you know what I mean? Okay, let's take this up to the production facility. Go dump it in there. I'm excited to see, though, like, we made quite a bit of money last year. Oh, is my cruise not working? There we go. There we go. We made quite a bit of money last year off the canola oil, and now that we've got that other field in the back, will be great. It'll be really great to see how much more we can get. It's nice having 2 rice planters, and I can't wait to get 2 rice harvesters. That will actually help out so much too, because harvesting the rice takes a bit of time, and if we're going to change 32 into a big field, we're going to need a little more help. The nice thing with rice, though, is those harvesters are only 95,000. Like, that's crazy. Plus, it's kind of fun doing the rice. It's just a different thing. Everything else kind of is the same, you know. Even if it's corn or barley or wheat, it's kind of the same in a sense. Alright, let's dump this in there. We get a few more pallets of rice oil sitting there, and then I stacked all the canola oil sitting up on the side of the factory. But I don't know if we'll be able to get through all of the canola before December. We'll probably have pallets left over again like we did last time. We'll have to sell those mushrooms off in the spring as well. The mushrooms are nice because it's just like an easy little thing to make us extra cash. Yeah, this is where I get going. You can see I'm on the straight and narrow. Look at my phone, look at my phone. Jeez. Just once I'd like to have a nice full harvest where I didn't destroy any of the crops or forget to pull the weeds off or just do anything dumb like that, you know. Just once would be nice. Okay. What I think I'm going to do, I'll put like a little bit of cut here. I'm just going to run up. I think I am going to run and get that cultivator and just test it out and see. So I'm going to go do that. I'll let this harvester keep going on the field a little bit here. I'll bring you back when I'm kind of just playing around pulling that cultivator across this field and getting more of this canola harvested. Okay, I'm just back here. I got this field done. I'll show you the new cultivator in a second. I didn't buy it, but I went and leased it just to help out, and I went and did one lap with it just to see what it was like, and yeah, I'll show you in a sec. I just want to get this one started on this field. Yeah, this is the rented cultivator that I grabbed. It's like I said, it's a bit wider. It works really good. This tractor pulls it pretty good. There's like some weird spots. I don't know. There's a bit of an incline here. So this tractor's like a little bit. Maybe if I had a front weight or something, it might be a bit better. But it pulls it fine. I think it was $2,700 to rent it. So, and it's like 50 grand to buy it. So, I don't know. Not too bad. I mean, you'd have to rent it like basically 20 times before it would pay for itself. I don't know if we really need it, but I don't know, I'll test it out. If I think in the future it'll be like something that I for sure need, like we can always go get it. I can always just kind of set a little goal, like, and go grind out a couple contracts. See, like right there, it's kind of slipping weird. I don't know. Maybe this tractor's just a little underpowered for it. It shouldn't be though. This tractor's 230 horse, and this implement is only 180, but I think might just be the ground being sloped a little weird. I'm not too sure. But yeah, I'm gonna go through and pull this. So once we cultivate, our ground is 0 fertilized. There's no weeds growing on it right now, but it will show weeds once we plant, like always. But yeah, this thing's pretty sweet. It's definitely perfect for our little farm here. Yeah. Yeah, that thing works pretty not too bad. So I'm just going to keep doing this. I'm going to pull around here and kind of keep cultivating. I'm going to keep cultivating, and then I'm going to just keep harvesting, really. I think what I'll do... Well, let me just see here. Let's see if we can make this corner. See, like it pulls it a little. It's a little hard for it to pull right there. A little tricky. Not super bad, but it's a little underpowered. But like I said, it'll work good for us and our our little farm here. I want to get this field cultivated, and then I want to get it fertilized as well. I want to get a round of fertilizer put on this field. See, there, it kind of slips out on me a little bit there. Is the field as slanted as I think it is here? It doesn't seem like it should be. Well, yeah, I guess. I don't know. I think maybe I'm overthinking it a little bit, but yeah, I want to get this field cultivated and then get some fertilizer down on it, at least get a first stage, so then when we get through and we start planting, we don't have to worry about that. So what I think I might do, just to test out our new little unit here, I might put a little time lapse in of me cultivating this field, if I can cultivate it without making too much of a mess here. But yeah, I think I'll do a little bit of a time lapse here. We'll run this new cultivator. I'll get this field kind of all prepped out, and then yeah, we'll keep harvesting some canola. Okay, folks, not too bad. I like this thing. This thing works pretty good. I really like it. I just want to, this grain, or the combine is almost full, and what I think I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna try and just fill this grain truck as much as I can, so that when I go up and dump, hopefully this combine is able to just keep going, which it should, because I still got 25% of this grain truck that I can fill up, so that should help get some of this grain out of the combine, so at least it can keep going while we go dump into the production facility. But yeah, that cultivator works pretty good. It'd be nice if something like that came through the stores and we could get a good deal on it. I don't know, the stores, we've got nothing good from the stores, I swear to God. Like I see never anything good on there that we need. Header trailers, and then like there's like implements for cutting down trees and stuff. I don't know, just not anything that's in our wheelhouse on this map, that's for sure. I swear, I don't know, this is like my conspiracy theory with FS22. I think I used to think that the game was like listening to me a little bit. Like, you know, you think like your phone's listening to you, because like you'll like talk about, I don't know, baseball cards, and then all of a sudden they just pop up on your ads and stuff like that. Now that's kind of a weird one, but I swear, like when I was playing that game, I never seen a cotton harvester in the stores on sale. And when I was recording all the episodes talking about how we'll do cotton and cotton, 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 and then just all of a sudden, cotton implements came up on there, and the cotton harvester that was like 50% off got it for like 200 grand right when we were broke and we oh yeah. Anyways, I just kept always thinking, I'm like, the game's got to be listening to me a little bit, but now I'm starting to think the other way because it doesn't seem like this game's listening to us at all. Like, we want cheap cultivator, cheap planter, cheap large tractor. No, we don't even need a large tractor. They're just fun to have. I was even looking at the other tractors. There's just really nothing. There's nothing worth it. Even if we were to lease something, I don't really think there's anything worth it. It's not on this map. Like we don't have the fields. Like all the implements that we have just work fine. They just take a little bit longer, which is not that big a deal. But I just want to make as much money as we can. I don't want to waste any money if I can help it. Even buying those like those weeder implements like the hoe, you know, like I almost kind of regret doing that because that was like kind of 50 grand we didn't have to spend. But in some ways, it's still good though because you can use it for contracts and it'll make you some money. I don't know. Maybe I'm just trying to talk myself into spending some cash. If I can get some good contracts that come through, that's what we'll do. We'll just like in the future, because once the canola oil and stuff is really rocking, like this next harvest, after this one, now that we've got these extra fields, and if we can pick up field one, like we're gonna have a pretty good harvest, I would say, and like we'll be able to have a bunch of extra cash. And if we can just go scrape together a few contracts here and there that'll allow us to buy another implement, like that's what we'll do. We'll try not to like spend our cash once we get a good thing in the books. We'll just try to, like, if we want to spend 50 grand on something, like, okay, we got to go do, you know, we got to go do 3 or 4 plowing contracts or something, and then we can buy this implement. Or if we, yeah, you know what I'm saying. We'll use contracts to go buy the stuff that we want. And hopefully something good comes in the store. Hopefully. Okay. I'm going to run up. We almost had another full truck there. Almost. This thing will spin around, and then I'll get him started on this other canola field to our right here. Okay. I'll just kind of let this go out a little bit more. I'll bring it back in 1 sec once we're starting on this this other canola field to our right here. Okay, we are just plugging away on this other canola field right now. I've been just kind of pulling around this field with the cultivator as the combine's going, but I'm gonna spin around here. I don't really know how full it is. It's kind of looking like it's probably like 75% full or something, but hopefully I can get a little bit of a grain dump out of this now. I'm gonna go dump this in the production facility, and I figured I would just bring you back for that. I don't know if this thing. Like sometimes when it gets to the end of a row like that, it'll stop and it'll let me, like, or it'll let the combine offload everything into it. And other times it just keeps driving. I don't really know the rhyme or reason for why it, I don't know. Can't seem to figure it out. Okay, yeah, 6,000 liters. Yeah, it's probably about 75% full. So take this up to the production facility. I wonder how much we've actually put in the production facility. I haven't been paying attention or keeping track of it. We'll check once we're up here. Once we dump this in, we'll see what we've got in there so far. I think I've taken... So probably 2, so 14, 15,000. This is 6,000. I would say maybe around 20,000 liters, maybe. Let's see. Let's go in our production facility, oil mill. Oh, it's probably even more. Yeah, it's going to keep going up. There wasn't any in there either because we had gone all the way through it. We still got rice in there. It's doing about it's producing or going through about 3,000 liters of it. So with the rice that we have left in there, about 3 more months and all of it will be worked through. 27,000 liters, not bad. Not too bad, because we'll probably get close to a full one more. No, that's not true. I don't think we'll get a full tank off the rest of that canola field. It's not as big of a field as it seems because of this long, narrow section at the top of it here. But regardless, not too bad. Not too bad at all. And we still got that other big field in the back yet, which is going to be awesome. Which is going to be awesome. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep kind of going back and forth. I'm going to be cultivating while this field is being harvested. And then I'll just bring you guys back once this field is complete. And we'll see how much we have in the production facility then. Alright folks, we're back here. I got this field completed. Boom, boom, boom. So we got 6,310 liters in this unit now. I'm just going to... Well, you know what, whatever. I'll just try it. This thing's got to go all the way up there anyways. No sense pouring it in that truck since we're going back to that other field anyways. If we can make it up this hill. Come on. You can do it. Nice. Nice. Okay, so, and then we pulled 6,000 liters off that field before, so about 13,000 liters in total. Yeah, 12,300, I think. Right, I think the other one was just over 6,000 that we got out of it. So, yeah, 12,500 liters off that field. We had 27 in there, so that'll put us at about 40,000 liters so far, which is great. And we still got one more field to go harvest, our new canola field. Let's just pull this. See if we can spin around here and not run into anything. Would be great. Not bad, not bad. So yeah, we'll get this dumped out. Let's just check our production facility real quick. 29. Or I guess my math is just bonkers. Yeah, my math is just bonkers. Because I'm just, yeah, right on. Right on, right on. I was like adding in more than what, well, yeah, whatever. I screwed up. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I screwed up. That's all we need to know. So let's go down, and we're gonna get this guy going on our last canola field. I'm excited to turn this into a rice field at some point, though. But yeah, again, I don't really know how the leveling is gonna work. But we'll do it together, and we will figure it out. Okay, let's get this guy going on here. I finished cultivating. Yeah, that'll do that. Yeah, I finished cultivating this field. I was messing around with the GPS, playing around. So I'm going to come over here. What I might do, I might just set a... Let's go like this. Might just set a worker to do this one real quick. Let's get in this wagon. We'll head back over to that other canola field and get set up there with this guy. And then I'm going to come back over and set a worker to fertilize that field we just cultivated. Because next episode we're going to be planting up a storm. I'm kind of toying with getting another planter. I think I'm just going to, well, yeah, I think I might lease another planter, another small one like we got, just to help out with it, because they're pretty cheap to lease, and we got some seed up here hanging out. It might help everything a little bit. I don't know. I'll kind of, you know me, I'm sit around him and haw about it for a while and figure it all out. But that's my plan. Cultivate this field, get it fertilized. We got to get all these fields prepped and ready to go for next month, because we got to plant a bunch of canola down here. A bunch of canola indeed. And then after that, we're going to be getting into December, where we're going to take out all the canola oil. Hopefully that production facility just smashes a bunch of pallets so we can take those out. And I mean, we should be getting around, you know, that 100 and... What does it tell us right now that we have sitting? It says we got 40,000. Max value 60,000. Wow. We could get a good little return here come Christmas time. We could get a nice little return, because we're going to get a bunch of canola oil that gets made over these next few months leading up into December, because we've got August, September, October, and November. Yeah, we could We could be sitting on a nice little honey hole of cash there. A nice little honey hole. Man, now that I'm sitting thinking about it, let's go like this. Cause like next month we're gonna be planting. Geez, this would take like basically all of our money. It would take like basically all of our cash, but if we had this field for canola, there's gonna be lots of contracts that we could do. Like we would have a lot of money. We'd have a lot of money kind of in no time if we wanted. Oh, I don't know if I should buy this field or not. Okay, I'm gonna think about it, but if you come back next episode and I bought this field, don't be surprised. Okay? If you come back next episode, I know it's a big if. So and with that, I think what we'll do, I'll wait for now, but I think we'll end this episode here. And like I said, if you come back next episode, which I really hope you do, I really hope you do. I hope you do, and I hope you come back for many more after it. Um, there's probably a good chance that I'm gonna buy that field. Let's go look at the contracts. Bale wrapping or baling. It's around bales though. I don't feel like doing that. Not doing that for 750 bucks. What? Okay. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, this is interesting. Hear me out. Okay, I'm gonna brainstorm this right now. We do this contract because if I buy field one, I have to get all the peas off of it, right? We would have to lease one of these units. For sure, we'd have to lease one of these units. It would probably cost like 20 or 30 grand. Let's go check. Let's go check before I leave you guys. They're down here. 571. 30 grand. Okay. There's no way I would get 30 grand worth of peas off that thing, would I? Okay. Yeah. But I could do the contract right now. Make 10 grand. Spend 600 bucks and lease this stuff. Make 10 grand. Probably make a little bit more because you always make a bit more off harvesting contracts because you get to kind of keep the scraps at the end. So say I make an extra couple grand off of it. I could then buy the field. It's already done, dealt with. Okay. I'm gonna think about it for a second, but I think I might have just talked myself into doing this contract and then buying that field, and then we could plant canola in it next month, along with everything else. We'll basically be down to no money, but we have quite a bit of money sitting, and once we sell everything in December, okay, I think I might have talked myself into it, but we'll see. You'll have to tune in next week to see what Brand decided. Okay, well, thank you so much for watching today, and if you've been watching this whole series, thank you very much. I appreciate it like always. If you can feel so inclined to, smash that like, smash that subscribe button, I would love it very much and appreciate it very much, but never feel like you have to. Like I said, thanks again for watching. I'm excited with this series. I'm excited how far we've kind of taken it so far and how far we're gonna continue to grow it over these next, say 20 episodes. Thanks again. Hopefully you guys have a good morning, afternoon, evening, whenever it is that you're watching this. And I'll see you on the next one. This is Ultra Farmer. I am out. Take care.